Hi, I'm Dr. Jan Jaffer, and this is Got Teeth, a patient-centric monthly podcast featuring local health experts. So today I'm meeting with Jennifer, who's the events coordinator for the Alberta Children's Hospital Foundation. Thank you for joining us, Jennifer.
Thanks for having me.
Great. Well, so today we wanted to talk a little bit about the Children's Hospital Foundation and learn a little bit more about just the Alberta Children's Hospital and some of the history, because we're excited to hear that this is 100 years
That's right.
that the Children's Hospital's been
year.
around.
Yeah,
so tell us a little bit about, I don't know about all 100 years, but tell us about the 100
well,
years.
I wasn't around for all 100, but I can talk to you a little bit about it for sure. Well, the Alberta Children's Hospital is the largest pediatric hospital in Alberta, delivering healthcare for youth and children under the age of 18. We started out in 1922 as the Junior Red Cross, which was just a simple house on 18th Avenue Southwest and had 35 beds and was only staffed by volunteer physicians. It was essentially focusing on polio patients at that time. Between that simple house and the state-of-the-art facility we have now, which was built in 2006, there have been 3 other facilities. So you can tell we have come a really long way in 100 years. We're excited and we're trying to share this with our community, with our partners and our donors, and we want everybody to join in the fun this year. But also we're hoping it will shape conversations for child health and look at the next 100 years.
Yeah, well, and that's great. And having had my little guy there, for 3 days in our first 6 months, the benefit of having something like such a great facility, having to split there for a couple of nights. You really get the experience of, how people are treated and the facilities that we have and how lucky we are.
How lucky we are.
Calgary
That's a key point for sure. Yeah. Over 100,000 children step through those doors every year.
Wow.
From all over Alberta, Eastern BC and Western Saskatchewan. So yeah, living right here in Calgary and having it in your backyard, we're extremely lucky.
So for the 100-year anniversary, you guys there's a lot of stuff happening. Does the hospital change for that, or is there is there a lot of stuff happening to celebrate?
Sure. We're kind of threading the ACH 100 message throughout all of our third-party events and our foundational events for the year. We're having a little bit of internal celebration as well to recognize the great staff and healthcare professionals that we do have. But really, we are trying to get the message out to our community so that when they host their own events, they can spread the word that it's ACH 100 as well, because everything revolves around our community partnerships and donations.
Okay. Well, that takes us kind of to our event. So we've got
right.
an event coming up in August, just in a couple of weeks here. Portraits in the Park. And we're partnering with the Alberta Children's Hospital, so all the funds that raised go towards that. And we're excited because we did something like this last year and it was fun. Got families out, take pictures of families, and all the donations go to the Children's Hospital.
That's right.
So the money that's raised through something like an event that we're putting on and all these other events that you guys are doing, could you tell us a little bit about where that money goes?
I sure can. So typically all the money that we raise from the foundation is reinvested into the hospital and stays within the 4 walls. So current projects that we're funding that are taking place within the hospital are focusing on pediatric oral health, epilepsy, kids cancer care, and a lot more. But our strategy is now currently evolving to look at what preventative measures that we can put in place to try and reduce the amount of hospitalizations that children require. And a large project that hopefully everybody has heard of that we're currently funding is the brand new Center for Child and Adolescent Mental Health that's currently being built in Hounsfield Heights. So that's a great example of something where we're trying to get ahead of it. As you know, obviously mental health is becoming more and more prevalent. We're talking about it a lot more, which is great. But all that talk has led to an increased need for healthcare and health services and puts a strain on the system. So we've partnered with AHS and we're building a new center specifically for this. It will hope to close the gap in the system by being a place where children and parents can seek help before the issue escalates into a crisis that requires hospitalization. They'll have a walk-in clinic, an intensive treatment floor, and a day hospital to help children who were hospitalized transition back into their daily lives.
That's fantastic. So if people can't unfortunately make it to our Portraits in the Park event, how else can they help the Alberta Children's Hospital?
That's a good question. There's tons of ways to help. So you can definitely become a monthly donor by going to our website, which is www.childrenshospital.ab.ca. You can attend an event that someone else is putting on, just like Portraits in the Park, or you can put on your own fundraising initiative. And as you guys know, we are here to help every step of the way if somebody wants to do that. You can empower your children to get involved with the Kids Helping Kids. So you can become a birthday hero or put on bake sales or do something within your classroom. Another really cool project we have on the go is called the Legacy Challenge. So if you want to leave a legacy gift in your will and you submit a bequest notification, right now we are matching it up to 25%, and the dollars of the 25% can be put towards a current funding project. So you can actually see your dollars in action during your lifetime. You can also participate in an event, sponsor an event. There's tons of ways you can help out.
Awesome. Well, that's great. There's a lot of great information. Hopefully we'll see a lot of people out at the Porterson Park, but if they can't make it, then check out the Children's Hospital Foundation or the Children's Hospital website, and lots of different ways in which you can help and make sure that we have a very successful Children's Hospital in Calgary.
That's right.
Great.
Perfect. Thank you so much.